regardless of the opponent. We obviously know that we played a monster opponent tonight that was, offensively in the first half, as good of an offensive performance by a quarterback I've seen, which kind of overshadowed the brilliant play of our quarterback. You know what I mean? And I thought DQ was really good, played some really tough plays, made some plays with his legs, off-schedule plays, on-schedule plays, saw some significant improvement from week 2 to week 3 in him. I thought at times we ran it decent, but just couldn't, sustain anything up front when it came to, some of those longer drives. But, give Coach Knowles and that defense a lot of credit. They've given up 1 touchdown all year long coming into this football game. They're good defense. And Coach Day has them off on offense clicking and playing at a high level. So tough task for us tonight. Defensively probably not what we wanted to do and the outcome we wanted to have there in the first half. But, some of that was some errors on our part. But, hats off to Ohio State for, like I said, putting a very efficient plan together in the first half of that football game.
Jason, is your defense built up enough equity where you can just kind of flush this and just see it as a product of what Ohio State was tonight?
Yeah, I hope that, in all 3 phases we get back to work. We grade this film tonight. We get back to work tomorrow and address and fix the mistakes. To get technical on what the mistakes were and kind of that stuff without watching the film. I don't think that's fair to anybody for me to say anything like that. But overall impression is that they made some tough catches. There's how many balls tonight were caught where a guy receiver is extended and has to get 1 foot down in bounds. Like there's probably 4 or 5 of those. A couple touchdowns. I didn't feel like we did a good job of affecting the quarterback early on in the game, with the pass rush. And, when he was able to sit back there a little bit, it made it hard and stressed those DBs to cover for as long as they had to cover. So, that's a tough, stiff challenge, as I mentioned. And, we got to address the tape, fix it, and because we have another stiff one here coming up this weekend.
They were 11 of 13 on third downs. They had a couple third goals they converted on. How draining is that when they're able to make those plays on third down?
Yeah, that's the adversity within the game that we hadn't dealt with that the first 2 weeks. We've been lights out on third down, and when you got a powerful front and you can run the ball in those short yardage situations, and you got an accurate quarterback, you're tough to stop in those third and short deals. So, it is deflating is a term that's a good term because, like I said, you feel like you got them stopped, and they just push it through, and there it goes, and there comes the next. They're back on schedule again.
Jason, you used the word brilliant to describe DeQuan's play. Can you expand on that a little bit? We all saw it, but what do you think of it?
Yeah, I think just the first drive even of the game. The response there, to make a play with his feet, he pulls his own read and gets out and gets a first down there, and then right back. We knew we had to play fast to try to keep the defensive front off balance a little bit. And when you play fast, sometimes it gets a little helter-skelter out there, and it looks like it's backyard football sometimes because there's so many people moving around in the snap of the ball. So that sometimes paints a cloudy picture for the quarterback. And I thought he did a good job of kind of hanging in there, keeping his eyes down the field. He's a tremendous athlete and can use his legs and can go do what he needs to do, and that's always a get-out-of-jail-free card, so to speak. But to sit there and make the plays and with his arm, I thought was impressive and really encouraging to see.
Against a defense like that, when they're going to get pressure on you, what does it do for an offense when you do have a quarterback who can, at times at least, escape some of that pressure and keep plays alive, as opposed to you might have a great quarterback, but who's more of a drop-back guy and maybe can't do that?
Well, it saved our tail a couple times tonight, and that's like I said, that's a good defense. It's a good scheme. And it's only they're gonna expand on what they have, and you saw a bunch of different looks. It's pressure at the line of scrimmage a lot of times. It's pressure looks that they have enough coverage guys that they can bail out of there and play man and disrupt your routes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of the offense. And when you can do that, you allow those pass rushers to get home. But to have a guy that can get out of there and make some plays with his feet, it's certainly an advantage and one that we're glad that we have.
It's great competition, of course, that we seen on film. So it definitely matched up everything we seen on film. We knew we were going to get that in person. So we just gotta clean up those mistakes and just get ready for next week.
How do you not let yourself get down after you see the numbers? How do you not let yourself get down? How do you flush this thing well?
We have to. We just gotta have a reset mindset and just put this behind us. We can't keep dwelling on this because then we're gonna be holding ourselves back for the games up to come. So. We just got to keep going, put this behind us. So.
What did you think defensively? Obviously, C.J. Stroud, a talented guy, he's accurate. They made some of these good catches like Jason
I mean, I wouldn't say it's really issue. I mean, you know, we played a top 5 team in the country, so you know they're gonna make those big plays. They're gonna make those, those one toe tap plays like you said. But it's just how we respond. It's just how we respond. We gotta fix that. Like I said, just see our errors on film and just get that cleaned up. So.
Quan, can you just describe a little bit what it's like when you're under pressure and you're trying to keep plays alive against a defense like this? Can you just put us in that moment, what you're trying to do out there?
Well, it's stressful dealing with Coach No's defense because he likes to bring pressure. He likes to add stress to the quarterback. So I just try to just use my legs to extend the play. To try to keep our drives going. So.
The first touchdown, you escaped pressure to the right. Did you have the feeling that route might come open, or can you just tell us what you were thinking on that one?
Yeah, it was really just trusting my guys. Like we practice that, off schedule stuff, after practice all the time. So, just climbing up in the pocket, seeing my receivers, downfield, just having that trust to throw it to them, having that trust that they're going to catch the ball. It comes with hard work, when nobody's watching. So, yeah. So.
I know Coach kind of mentioned this, to answer like that early in the game against Ohio State. How did that feel in the moment for you guys to come out and show what this offense can do?
Yeah, obviously it's always exciting, to score on the first drive. We just gotta keep playing one play at a time. The rest will take care of itself. So.
Jason, certainly you're probably not going to say another offense that do what Ohio State does this season, and defensively, it also might be the best defense you've faced. As an offense, was this a big building block for DeQuan and the offense to perform the way they did?
Yeah, I think that, I'll be careful how I answer this because I know the national landscape is we're some little MAC team here, but there's proud guys in that locker room. These dudes fight, and it's important to them. It's important to respond. There's some hurting guys in there right now. Some guys have never been beat like this in their life, including me. So this is a proud football team and a proud locker room that expects to go out and play well. It expects to go out and play efficient, regardless of the opponent. We knew that the environment, we knew that the team that we were playing would force some mistakes. It would create some adversities tonight for us. And, I'm looking forward to get into that tape and see what players and how and the situations that were presented to ourselves, how they did respond to that. And I think your response to the event that happens will ultimately define how you play next week and how it defines your season. So we knew this was a tremendous challenge tonight. We knew this was a top 5 team in the country, a team that's picked by many to win the national championship. And as good as offensive skill as we'll see and I've seen in my entire coaching career to this point in time, together. And a well-coached group that I got a ton of respect for. So we kind of knew what we were getting ourselves into. We had some plays that we made that we're happy that we made them. We wish we'd have made more in all 3 phases. But at the end of the day, it's back to work tomorrow and prepare for a good San Diego State team.
How quickly, you're going to get back at 3 in the morning tonight, you fly out west, obviously later in the week. But when do you flip the page on this game and go all San Diego State?
By the time we probably get to about Marion tonight on the bus.
Jason, the people who know Toledo football very well understand what kind of player DeQuan is, but people maybe who haven't seen Toledo a lot, can you just give us a little sense of how he's developed, what you guys have done to help develop him, the progress he's made to be this kind of quarterback?
Yeah, I think that, the biggest testament to him is that he's been able to and has always been able to come in and give authentic effort to work, and sometimes that's, well, what's that mean as a quarterback? Does that mean it's a lot of times when no one's paying attention and, it's you answer the question that's been asked of you and you don't make the same mistake twice. And there's a lot of growth in that. There's a lot of, when you're seeing it, you're feeling it, and you're verbalizing the mistakes, the successes, it's encouraging because he's growing. We're, I don't know, how many starts is this now? 10 starts? This is only 10 starts. This guy's got 3 years of football here. So he's in the infancy stages of what he can become. From what I've seen as a high school junior, watching him play at Toledo Central Catholic, and to what he is now, is light years different, and it's a testament to his work and who he is as a human being.
Any other questions, coach, players? Okay. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.